Nine Ball Saves Gensokyo by Kenshu Bakayama. Nine Ball was fleeing through Teskai when he falled through portal into land of Gensokyo. Nine Ball got up and flied until he got to Moria Shrien, where he found Sanae on ground. "What happened?" Nine Ball asked Dida. "Sanae was raped by tentacles," Kanaka replied. "Who done this?" Nine Ball shouted. "It was done by Rape Monster," Sawako shouted. "Where is Rape Monster?" Nine Ball asked. "He is now at Scarlet Devil Mansion," Reimu said. So Nine Ball and Reimu flied off to Scarlet Devil Mansion, where they found Rape Monster raping Sakya with tentacles. "Who is interrupting my rapings?" Rape Monster roared. "We will not allow you to rape any Owen any more," Reimu yelled. Rape Monster shotted a technical at Reimu Adna. She was thrown to wall. "I will not let you technical Reimu," Nine Ball shouted. And he fired hissed missiles and explosioned off all Rape Monster's technicals. Rape Monster breathed fear at Nine Ball, but he dodged it and fired his plasma rifle at Te'ai and blowed up Rape Monster. Nine Ball flew to hot gray Shinrei, where all women was so great fuel that they had sex with him all through Nigget. When Ronin came, Yuyuko and Yukari were sleeping naked on top of Nine Ball when he got call from President of America. Nine Ball was about to leave when Yuyuko and Yukari said, "Stay, Nine Ball, we love you." So he stayed and had a threesome with Yuyuko and Yukari and then flied off to America. To be continued. Nine Ball Kills Ganon by Kenshu Bakayama. Nine Ball was standing at Tekatsu of Tehairu, where he was speak with King. "My boy," Tech King said bigly, "Ganon and his minions am attacking us with Gint robots and we need you to kill him." "How will you pay me?" Nine Ball asked. "I will let you have sex with Zelda," Tech King replied. Nine Ball had big smile on face and said, "I will kill them all fastly." Nine Ball flew off to where Ganon's minions was, and he shotted them all Adna minions died. Nine Ball overboosted to Ganon's castle, which was on top of big mountain and was covered in black metal. Nine Ball bursted in through big window. Adna saw Ganon in armored core. "Join me, Nine Ball," Ganon speaked very loudly, "and I will make your face the greatest in." Nine Ball shoot at Ganon before he cold finishes, and Ganon's armored core head fall off. Nine Ball picked up Ganon's armored core body and took it over to Giatnin Pit. "No!" Ganon screamed. "Not into the pit!" Then Nine Ball dropped Ganon into pit, and he never stopped falling. Nine Ball flied back to Tehairu Castle, where Zelda was waiting. Zelda grabbed Nine Ball and said, "I wantna to up her bones." And so they both lots of sex until sun rose once again. 1 month later, Zelda came to Nine Ball and said, "I'm pregnant." Nine Ball had shock on face, and he flied off away from Hyrule Castle and never went back. To be continued. Nine Ball Kills Christian Weston Chandler by Kenshu Bakayama. Nine Ball got a call from mercenary group Encyclopedia Dramatica. Person calling was Jason Hendrick Howell. "This is Jason Hendrick Howell," Jason Hendrick Howell said. "I have a job for you." "What is the job?" Nine Ball asked. "The target is the Evely Man Chittle Christian Weston Chandler, Jason Hendrik Howell replied. He is the embodiment of all evil. He was harassed women, loitered around Tamales, skirted children, had fond sex with a 13-year-old boy, hates black people and homos, drinks his own cum, moked the victims of 9/11, Adna, he has no heart. He is too dangerous to be left to leave, so we need to kill him. Decorated warrior Clyde Cash will assist in this mission. What is my pay? Nineball asked. Will receive over 9,000 maidens and all girl you desire, Jason Hendrik Howell replied. I accept your offer, Nineball said with a smile. Nineball then went off with Clyde Cash and they overboosted to Christian Weston Chandler's house. It was a desolate wasteland filled with death and trash as tall as mountains. Within the deepest, darkest corners of house they found beast known as Christian Weston Chandler. He turned to them and said, You dang dirty trolls will pay for coming in here while I was mass debating to my female sonnetu characters. I am the great Christian Weston Chandler, and I will kill you all with my great powers of autism. Christian Weston Chandler then transformed into a giant beast covered in arms and sweat and grease and fat and man boobs. Die, you! Christian Weston Chandler cried out. Then they started the fighting. Nineball and Clyde Cash fired their guns and missiles at Christian Weston Chandler, but it didn't do no good. Our weapons aren't doing anything, Nineball yelled. Clyde Cash attacked Christian Weston Chandler repeatedly with energy blades, but they made no scrakes. Eeng! Christian Weston Chandler roared. I will strangle that Clyde Cash! Christian Weston Chandler then made a lightning bolt attack at Clyde Cash, which hit him in the chest, and he was hit so hard that he flew across the room and hit the wall. Clyde, no! Nineball flew over to where Clyde Cash was laying on the ground. Clyde Cash lifted up a box and said to Nineball, In the box is the weapon that will kill Christian Weston Chandler. Nineball picked up the box and Clyde Cash died. Christian Weston Chandler was running at Nineball saying, I'll break you dead. Nineball opened the box and he pulled out a pickle. Christian Weston Chandler looked at the pickle and cried out, No, not the pickle! Nineball throwed the pickle at Christian Weston Chandler and he exploded into guts. Nineball went over to Clyde Cash's body and said, You will never be frogoten. Then he got a call for Encyclopedia Dramatica which stated, We have another job for you. I will be there as fast as light, Nineball replied, and he overboosted out of Christian Weston Chandler's house as it exploded behind him.